Well, joining us now is Yasser Arafat's widow, Suha Arafat. She joins me from Valletta, that's the capital of Malta. Suha Arafat, how satisfied are you with the progress of the investigation so far? Are you hopeful you'll get the answers you're looking for into how your husband actually died?
Yes, I'm very satisfied, and I want to pay first a tribute. A great tribute to Al Jazeera. I'm not complimenting you, I'm not complimenting Al Jazeera, but I'm going to just pay tribute to Clayton Swisher, to Naji, to Adrian, to all these unknown soldiers who were committed as a journalist to continue this path till the end. We began 6 months ago, and I'm so happy that we arrived today, that everybody from all over the world, the Swiss labs, the French prosecutors, the Russian, everybody is here for to see what happened to this great man. I'm so thankful for this unknown soldiers of Al Jazeera and the known soldiers of Al Jazeera.
All right. I have to put it to you, though, that many people are asking the question why, in the first place, you objected to a post-mortem examination at the time of his death 8 years ago, because that may have pointed, that may have pointed to a conclusive cause of death.
I want to cut you here, because yes, I have to make all this clear. Nobody asked me for an autopsy. It never occurred to me to do an autopsy. There was already a problem around his death, problem with the Palestinian Authority at the moment. If you remember, 8 years ago, the body was not with me. They took the body already to Ramallah, and the Palestinian Authority was responsible for Arafat, for the grave. And I have to put this clear, that this rumor is spreading all over, that I refuse autopsy. Nobody asked me for an autopsy. It never occurred to anybody of us to do an autopsy. And I just want to tell you, 8 years after, fortunately it's 8 years after, because the reactors did not exist in the labs.
Okay.
The special reactors, nuclear reactors, did not exist in the French labs. Al Jazeera had to go to very specialized labs. Polonium, we did not have any cases of polonium, only one case of polonium, and the other case is other case, yes.
Okay, let me ask you, I mean, just listening to you now, Mrs. Arafat, this is obviously a very emotional time for you, with your husband's tomb being opened and samples being taken. How are you feeling personally at this point?
It's very emotional. It has been a hard week for me, for my daughter, who was crying all the time. Who was crying because she was a little child when he died, and now it's like a reburial for us. But to know the truth, it consoles us to know the truth. It's a very, very painful, but this reality has to be revealed. The secret, the most important secret of the Middle East history is the death of Yasser Arafat has to be revealed to all the people, to all the all the generation. I owe this to my daughter. I owe this to the Palestinian people. I owe this to the history.
Okay, so
if you recall, Napoleon. No, I want to this. Yes, tell me.
Yes, I just want to ask you finally, because we're just slightly running out of time, Mrs. Arafat. If it is confirmed that he was poisoned with polonium, what would you then do? Because even though this has got all the ingredients of a murder mystery, there's no proof yet as to who may have been behind it.
I would have done my job vis-à-vis the history and vis-à-vis my people, the Palestinian people. The other work has to be with the Palestinian Authority, has to know who killed him, if he was killed, always conditional, and we have to go for further investigation. As a family, I could arrive to this result that all the word has been today, the exhumation of his body. Anybody who committed, if it existed, this act of murder has to be punished. If it's a state or it's a person, or if it's anybody who is implicated in this.
Okay, Suha Arafat, thank you for talking to Al Jazeera.